Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Bun Swordsman hard enamel pin. This pin was originally part of Series 4 of my larger Black Cat RPG collection. Now let's get into the design. The Bun Swordsman was actually the first of the 3 Bun characters that I created for Series 4 of Black Cat RPG. Every time I release a new series in the Black Cat RPG universe, some of the characters that I release in that series are other animals. I had done rats and lizards and owls and now buns or bunnies. And when I got started on designing the buns, the swordsman was the first one that I was working on. I really didn't know what I was going for as far as the aesthetic yet, so that's why this video looks so different than the final design. In fact, in my sketchbook, both the sketch and the notation of what the design was supposed to be, this was listed as a bunny knight. So that's why the version that we're working on here is more heavily armored. It has a shield. It starts off with a helmet. And that idea evolved into the twin-bladed swordsman, but it started off as being an armored bunny knight. Now, while the idea of a bunny knight is still very cool, I think what got me wanting to change it was the fact that rabbits are very fast animals. And so when I was thinking about very fast animals, armor and that sort of thing wasn't necessarily what came to mind, especially as that would work against their natural speed. Now, are there probably armored knight bunnies in the bunny kingdom? Sure, why not? I don't see why not. I mean, I have fully armored cats in the Black Cat RPG universe, so there's no reason to think that there isn't a bunny equivalent out there. I just chose to not have that be what I depicted for this particular pin design. As you can see in the video, I wasn't really set on any particular color scheme to be working with here. The bunny started off as being white, and I believe while I was working on this one, I also was off and on working on the bunny archer, which I had decided was going to be a tan color, and I thought that maybe the spellcaster could be a black-furred rabbit. So at first, I very clearly in my mind had the idea that all 3 of them would have different visual identities, but then as I got further along on working on this trio of characters, I decided I really wanted to homogenize them back into having a similar color scheme. They all ended up having the same fur color, and the same colors of gray, green, and brown being used throughout their costuming. I did this mostly because of the storyline that I started building in my head as to who these characters were and how they were related to each other. In my mind, the spellcaster ended up being kind of the patriarch of the bunny society, and both the archer and this bunny knight, or eventually bunny swordsman, ended up being basically part of his personal guard. So I wanted there to be close visual references between all 3 of them because of how they were related within the storyline. I mean, yes, I know these are just pin designs. I don't have like a webcomic or a book or anything like that, although maybe someday. But each one of these designs is a character to me, and I do my very best in my head to flesh out who they are, what their motivations are, and that sort of thing. And that actually helps me inform the design itself. If I feel like I know who the character is, I feel like I have a better chance of portraying something that's visually compelling and interesting to look at, because I feel like part of that personality gets imbued into the design itself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the design process for this pin. If you did, please go ahead, like, and subscribe. I release at least one new video every week, and I would love to have you along for the next one. Thank you so much, and have a great day.